Hello and welcome. We're not gonna do any designs unless you haven't finished some of my classes. So let me share with you a tip, or let's say a color resources. I know this would really help you and of course level up your design with color. The coloring stage is another set of problems for any designer to solve. From sketching to line art, then color. Color is like a different world and can make or break our design. So a proper color combination or good color palette is vital because of so much emotions with it. We're not gonna talk about color theory in this class. I'll set another class about color. If you're using Adobe CC or you're subscribed to Adobe products, you're probably familiar with the first resources that I'm going to say. I did this class because I know some are still using the older version of Adobe products. So the first tool, and that I think is almost complete, is the color.adobe.com. This is formerly known as cooler.adobe.com. What I like about this website is the simplicity of its UI or user interface. As you can see right here, we have a very big color wheel, and we have the previews here on the down part, and we can edit this. We can use the slider right here, or we can use individually. We can edit individually right here. We can use the CMYK in case you want to print the design or exactly get the color in CMYK, RGB, lab, HSB. This one, the one that I use a lot, HSB. It means U on the top side here on the top. We have the saturation, desaturate and saturate, and light and black right there. Alright, so I use mostly the HSB. And then from here we have the color rule. We got analogous, monochromatic. So basically, just an example here is the right here, complementary, analogous. We have triadic or usually triad, tetradic, and split complementary. So this is the example. Let's go back here, and if you're subscribed to Adobe Photoshop or the Adobe products or Adobe, make sure you're signed in so you can edit and save the colors that you did right here, okay, by just clicking save, and it will save on the libraries. So let's go back to Adobe Photoshop. First, let's another favorite of mine here. My favorite is the Explorer. You can type your tags or keywords right here and it will show up here. Okay, what I mean is let's say I'm gonna use the retro right here. Just type it like that, and it will show all the colors available in that tags about retro right here, and we can save it. Retro park, retro posters. I guess I'm gonna select. I already have something like this, I believe. So let's use something like this one. We can click on info. If you're not subscribed to Adobe, all you have to do is just hover your mouse and it will show all the hex code, and you can copy it, or you can press print screen on your keyboard and just paste on your Photoshop. Alright, print screen, and then go to Photoshop, Control V right there, and you can resize this one and then get all the colors, and just like that. Alright, and you can open, if you're using the CC version, you can open the libraries by going to Window, Libraries right there. As you can see, I already have some of the color palettes that I saved, and you can save using that website right here. Save the library. As I remember the name, let's say it's retro of the retro. I can select on the library, the categories, it's palette. I already have some here. I can create one but let me save it in palette. Click save. Of course, I can change the name on it and click on save, and it will sync on my Adobe Photoshop, right? And also I can edit it using the edit copy right here, and it's already published, but you can unpublish this design or delete this, or this color I mean. We can go to Photoshop again and see our new palette right here. It's retro of the retro on the libraries. Okay, as you can see, I already also another category here is the colors. This one available came from the Adobe themes. Explore right here. I searched. It's like almost the same thing from this website. Color.adobe. Alright, so if I, let's say this dragon, I want this palette right here, I can click on these 3 dots right here, and then I can save it to swatches. Alright, just remember that name, add to swatches, or I can view online, edit this theme, but let's see the add to swatches, and right there. So let's go back to libraries, and right there, that's the dragon, 3 colors right there, right? I'm gonna make sure you select the proper layer, this color right here. I'm gonna just click on this color green right there, it will apply. Alright, another one right here, this one is blue. This one, I think I need to change this, another yellow color right there. Very simple, isn't it? And yeah, you should check out this website, color.adobe.com. It's really helpful for a designer like you. And I can click on my themes and see all the palettes that I saved, right? You can go back to create. You can create another set of colors, save it, and let's say we want to save it, just click save, and right there we can publish or unpublish. If we click on publish, people would see our palette that we created. I prefer not to publish it. And also I can select my libraries right here. The palette I actually created on this website instead of here on the libraries, because if I create a new library, what will happen is it will show something like this. I didn't like this one. I like all my colors in one place in my palette. So yeah, something like this. Alright, now like I said, it's almost the same thing with the Adobe Illustrator. Everything that I save it here, all the palette, it will sync also in my Adobe Illustrator. I can open my libraries right here, and remember the color that we saved is retro of the retro right here. Also in colors, the dragon right there. Now we can edit our this is the sample illustration that we can edit. Let's change this to color, darker one right there. Very simple. It's like, just click and click right there. Before I give you some resources where you can get some color. Now this is the color guide. Alright, now if I select this green, it will be the base of the muted or the vivid color. Now let's change this to tints and shades so you're familiar with that. Okay, so if I click on this green, set to base, and it will create a new tints and new shades right there, you see. And if you want to see more, all you have to do is just click on this far right side here, the option, color guide options, and we can add some steps right here. Right now we have 4, as you can see right here, 2 and 4, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. We can make it 6 right there. As you can see, it will add another shades right there and tints. Just click on OK right there, and we can select the tints of this green. Right? So it's really cool. So make sure you check out this color guide in Adobe Illustrator. And also, when you click on drop down arrow, you can see the color rules, complementary, split complementary right there. We have the shades, if you want the shades, compound right there. So that's basically a nice way to add to your arsenal. Okay, now let's see other websites. So let me cancel this one. So let's find some UI color. You can go to flatUIColorPicker.com. What I like about this is you can select the hue that you want. You can select the red or the pink. You can go purple. So they are separated in categories. Another one is the flatUIcolors.com. So this one, all you have to do is just click on the color that you like. Say the Peter River, just click on it and it will copy on your clipboard. You can open now your Adobe Photoshop and click on your color picker and click on your hex code, Control V, and right there our color. Click OK. So that's our Peter River. Another resources that you can use is flatcolors.net. Almost the same thing. Just click and it will copy to your clipboard. And also it shows the hex code, so you can copy. Another one, we have the color drop. This one is a set of palettes right here that you can copy. Say this one. It will show on the right side all the hex code and the RGB. Alright, you can add it to favorite. And final resources would be the colorlovers.com. Alright, now this one is this one I think is a popular one for the designers. You can select on the categories right here. Let's say for also you can search on the palettes and the trends, right? Branding, something that I like to use. Let's say branding. And it will show all the color palettes for the different designs. Like this one, they have some examples. See, it's really really cool. If you haven't seen this website, Color Lovers, I recommend it. They have the color codes here that you can copy, just like this, or it's print screen again. Alright, so these are the resources that you can use to help you level up your color skills, right? Much better if you have this color.adobe.com. So I prefer this one. And also if there's an image that you want to get, you can click on this camera right here, create from image right there. I have some image from my desktop, this one. So I'm gonna click on it right here. It will create a palette from an image. So it's really cool, right? It's really cool. And you can edit these colors, of course. It's really up to you how you edit it. And you can, let's say there's a color that it didn't part of the palette. All you have to do is just click and drag right here and you can find that color. See, very simple and it's really fun. I have some images from place that I want to get the color palette right there, make a color palette. I just upload it here in color.adobe.com and you will set a nice color palette and then save it right there and click and publish. Let me cancel that one. So just like that, right? And like I said, click on color wheel and you can edit the hue in saturation. This one is in RGB. Let's go to HSB. right there. Alright, it's really cool. You should try this color.adobe.com. It's really helpful, especially for the designers like you and me that are always designing. And some icons right here, some designs. Let's see what we have here. For example, I want to edit this divider. Let me find that divider. I guess right here. Oops, this one. I want to change that color. I guess let's see. Let's open our libraries. Let's find, let's say this color. Nah, that's not good. This one? Yeah, maybe Easy Summer. This color. This one. That one looks fine to me. Alright, so I guess that's all for this video, guys. I hope you find it useful, and please try some of this. I know it will help you a lot, especially if you have some problems with the color. I used to have some problems applying some colors, some combinations or palettes, color palettes to my designs. So I try to find some free resources on the internet as well. And if there's something new, I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna share it with you. So yeah, guys, that's all for this video. And let me know what you think. And yeah, if you have any questions, just post in the discussion. That's all. See you in the next class. Thank you so much.